And then you're using your phone. And then sometimes people like just keep looking at your phone, you know. You're trying to intrude my privacy.
When my phone bat dies, that's exactly what I'm doing though.
Hey, 1 to 4, it's good to be in Singapore. This is the SG Draft Podcast. I'm your host, Media Leong, and welcome to another episode of the SG Draft Podcast presented by the Chit Podcast Network. Now, for those of you that are tuning in via YouTube or any sort of podcasting platform, hi again. Thank you so much for giving us a try, for giving us a listen. We're just a bunch of Singaporeans that have to follow unwritten rules. The rest is still unwritten. Now, I'm joined by 3 people who wrote down all their unwritten rules. I'm joined by the drafting crew. How is everyone doing? Everyone doing okay?
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
And I know this is completely not linked to this week's draft, but do you all actually write down the rule, like your draft picks?
I type them on my phone.
Type on phone, yes. Type on phone.
We don't write, right? You don't actually write, correct?
No.
I think Jin Yong is the only one that writes, correct?
You're old school, return.
Yeah. He very uncle. Sometimes he'll put the pencil behind his ear. Now, as you can see from our thumbnail, you know that this week our draft is going to be the unwritten rules of life draft. Now, in a world full of rules, there are actually a ton of unwritten rules. Just want to ask you guys, as you're preparing for this draft, were you surprised by the amount of unwritten rules that you come up with?
It's actually harder than you think.
I feel like there's a lot of unwritten rules, but
whether you want to choose them is another thing.
yeah, it's not really very funny. It's not, as the majority is just like common sense. I feel like a lot of unwritten rules is like really almost common sense.
Yes, yeah.
Yes,
I don't know a bit where it's like, if you have good manners, it will not be an issue.
Yes.
Yeah, it should not be hard to follow.
Yeah.
But I do think, right, that as I was coming up with this list of different picks, I guess I could sort of categorize the unwritten rules based on like situations, like this environment. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, do y'all feel the same?
I think it depends on the person. Depends on the group of people that you're with. To me,
Okay.
Social settings, yeah.
it's really social setting because you can have a very friend-based style of unwritten rules in a very like corporate environment.
Now, I just want to ask you guys, what do you think is the definition of an unwritten rule? As we're like gonna like dive into this draft. So
There is not a law. It's not a law. It cannot be any country's law.
yes,
not
I agree.
enforced.
So,
Yes,
once it becomes a law, then it is like a different sort of level, right? It becomes something that is like, you have
It's
to
like
abide
it's
by.
literally a written law. Like you shouldn't litter. No shit. This is okay. Fine.
Yeah, $500 crime. Are you speaking from experience? Do you get caught littering before?
Yes.
Why am I not surprised? Okay, now, last week there was no draft because we had an additional football kaki episode to cover the Euros. So if you're interested to have more football coverage as the Euros are ongoing, you can look out for our football kaki episodes with Eldad and Paul over here. They're going to be dropping more episodes just as the tournament is going to wrap up. I think very interesting. We had like a bit of discussion before we came on air. Quickly, who do you think is going to win the tournament? Just quickly, very quickly. One word.
Spain.
France.
Yeah.
Even though the reason is because me and Paul have a predictions wager and both of us pick France.
That doesn't make any sense. Prediction wager, then you all both pick France.
Let's hit each other.
We were doing it in a sense where like there's a lot of like different categories for points that we can pick up. So if let's say you were to pick a similar one, right, it means that you're counteracting the other guy. So it basically is cancelling each other out. So you're hoping that the other predictions are actually better so that by the end of the point, right, you can win.
All I can say, right, is that I really cannot wait for the Olympics because the Euros is boring.
Yeah,
It's just
so boring. Yeah, it's so boring.
Ass tournament.
I feel they should make a new rule. Like they should just make a rule, right, that the away like they should bring like something like the away goal rule again. Because everyone's just parking the bus.
Yeah, everyone's just parking the bus, bro. Yeah, it's just boring as shit. Okay, now we're going to be talking about this week's draft, which is drafting unwritten rules. I think the draft is quite straightforward. As we were saying just now, Brendan mentioned that you can't pick a rule that is actually a law, and you can't really create an unwritten rule. You can't, like, you yourself can't create the rule. If it's not universally accepted by, I think, like, quite a lot of people, right? You can't just therefore say, like, oh, I think this is a unwritten rule by myself.
It can be about friendship. It can be about anything, right?
I think it can be about anything.
I just hope like it'll be substantial enough.
I put all of us inside spin the wheel because I won the draft that was, I think it was the buffet draft. Yeah, I won that draft. I have a bigger portion of the wheel. So I am red. Eldet, you are greenish black. Paul, you are blue. And then Brendan, you are yellow. All right, boys. Let's get right into the spin. Is me.
With you.
I always do well at number 2. I'm taking number
2.
Brendan, Eldet, and Paul. Let's go.
Big money.
What color am I?
Brendan. What were you like?
Damn.
1, 3, or 4?
Ah, this is tough.
I don't even
man.
know what number is good.
Yeah, I should go 1.
Go on.
Put some hair on your chest. Very nice. Okay, Paul, Eldet is
Eldet.
Eldet, what position were you like? 3 or 4?
3.
3, all right. Very interesting. All right, for the unwritten rules draft, the official draft order will be Brendan first, myself second, Eldet third, and then Paul fourth. We'll get back to back to end off the first round. All right, boys, let's get right into the draft. All right, with the first official pick in the unwritten rules draft, Brendan, what is your pick?
I knew that I was going to pick this first because I felt that this is it's really for guys, right? It's one of the you should know this as a guy. It irks you the most when it doesn't when it goes. I believe we talked about this before in the I think which episode was it? I think bathroom etiquette or something better
pet peeve or something, right? Yeah.
Pet peeves. And it is to leave a gap. Leave a gap. Take the alternate.
Only when applicable lah.
No, like it's really it's always you either leave a gap or you just use the store, bro. Right? It is like right.
First overall pick is the toilet. Forget.
I never tell you that this is. I knew that I was going to pick this first.
So funny. It's only applicable for guys.
You gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it.
We had like a mini series on the Kobe Roach's unwritten rules, and one of the episodes was like toilet, like what things that go on in the male toilet lah. It's very weird for someone to pee next to, like why?
Yes. Especially when that you see, then when someone's next to you, then you look over, right, and you see like the whole row of empty urinals, right? Then you're just like, oh, bro, take another few more steps, man.
Has it happened to you before? Like, there's one weirdo who like just stands to you.
Yes.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. No, then sometimes it's just that sometimes you find a reason where this guy must be damn lazy. He walks so close to me. Then next time I'll just walk the most inside one. Then I ever experienced before that I took the most inner, then this guy just walked right next to me in like the furthest away. I was like, what are you thinking, bro?
You leave a gap, right? But what happens if the urinal is odd numbered?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
So urinal odd number, right? Then you know there's one that is like or like the kids one or whichever.
Yeah.
Recently one guy, right? There's 3 urinals, right? I walked in after this fella, right? He went to the freaking middle.
Okay. Yeah, they're very selfish.
Okay, if he's occupied, then maybe can forgive.
Bro, there was nobody in the toilet.
Did I tell you, right, that I saw like a little kid shit in the urinal before?
Oh my god.
I was like, it's a bit wrong.
Bro, recently I saw a video, right, of like a bunch of students, right? They were like playing the guitar and singing, right? They were sitting on the urinal and playing the guitar.
I hope their guitar pick falls inside. I think I'm gonna say, right, that I think my draft picks are gonna be quite drastically different from everyone else. So yeah, unwritten rules.
Okay, let's see.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like sort of adjust my picks a bit because I don't think that y'all are gonna take my top few picks. So I'm gonna like try and like move around what I think that y'all might take. Eldet mentioned this just now, right? I do think that this is something that really pisses me off, right? Unwritten rule, right, is do not spoil movies or shows without permission.
Oh,
yes.
I really hate this. Like,
it's like the worst, one of the worst things that.
Brandon, you had one show that was spoiled, right? The One Piece, if I'm not wrong, for you. You mentioned this, bro.
yes. No, I spoiled it for my friend.
In a time where like there are shows and movies, right, like almost every show has some sort of plot twist. Like even like Korean dramas or anything like that, right? It is quite saddening, right? When someone spoils the thing for you. That is like you just like, oh,
Yeah.
like I don't know much.
Yeah, especially if it's a plot twist that is like it's not obvious.
Yeah,
It's not like everybody see this guy, he's confirm going to die. No, it's not obvious. Then they'll tell you, hey, you know Iron Man died. What? What are you talking about?
This type of thing, right? You can end friendships on there. I'll be like, oh, are you serious?
Yes. I spent 10 years watching Marvel for this moment.
I know, right? There are some people, right? They are too excited to talk about it. Like, and then they just cannot control the excitement, right? So they will just like blurt it out and stuff like that, right? My mother-in-law, right? She's probably watching this. I love my mother-in-law, okay? But she always spoils dramas for me. do you want me to spoil this for you? Not like then we're like, no lah, I don't want to spoil. Then after that she'll be like, then she don't want to say, right? Then she'll be like, just watch out for the mother. Then I'm like, no, I don't want to know.
But the thing is that if let's say you have a friend conversation, right, and they are talking about this particular show and this movie, right, and they haven't watched it, right, you by right, before you move on, you should always ask,
have you watched
it? Okay if I tell you what's going to happen? Once they give you permission to spoil, then you go ahead.
Yeah, there are some people, right, they really don't care whether you spoil the thing or not. Like they are okay. They rather, they don't like the feeling of like they don't know what's going to happen lah. So they would rather you just tell them. But of course you cannot assume this all the time.
What if they talk about it but they don't spoil it for you? But they say like, bro, it's like the best episode you must watch. Then to you, it's like your mind is like, hey, I want to find it out for myself. I want to find it out myself, that kind. So it's like I agree on that. So even these sort of things that will put me off also.
I think quite respectfully, right? Like me, you, and L, right? We watched like Game of Thrones, all this together, right? Like in the height of it, where it's like full of spoilers and stuff there, right? We really make it a conscious effort. Like, okay, we don't talk.
Let me know when you watch, then we discuss.
All right. L, what are you going to take next?
Okay. I think this one is more towards like a bro code that I think. So I'm just gonna say this lah.
Whoa.
And is a thing. Okay, so I feel this is something lah. If your friend likes a girl, right, that girl is off limits forever.
Wait.
Oh,
you
forever.
Like?
Wow.
Like or be in a relationship?
Yeah. I didn't like.
No, I would say
Yeah.
Okay. We'll just leave it at that.
Wow.
If your friend if your friend likes a girl, she's off limits lah.
Yeah, because I feel that if
forever.
Let's say for example,
forever, yeah.
No, because okay, here's my thinking. Because the thing is that it has ruined relationships before. If let's say for example, right, the easiest way to avoid this, right, is just that, I back off already.
But what if that is not reciprocated? Like the girl doesn't like him.
Then that one okay lor. Then is his psyche already.
No, but then by that same logic, then you cannot.
No. Okay, so the thing is that if let's say he's already making a move on a girl, the girl doesn't like him, right? Then but I still won't make a move, ma.
But you say forever.
What if you have a friendly conversation? You say that.
But you say forever. Yeah.
I won't do that.
The guy didn't shoot his shot. Or the guy didn't shoot his shot, then you just like.
What if,
I think I also.
Like what you say. If you really try, then you feel.
You really try, then then you just tell you, hey, bro, you don't mind if
I won't do it.
I chase like cause
okay.
I won't do it. Because to me I don't like the feeling of like it creates the envy or it creates the jealousy in the team, because it's like for example, right, like if you know your friend well enough, you know there's certain things you just don't do.
I feel that my wife was like quite a hot commodity. So I feel like if I want to, I have to go and try. You know what I mean? Like, plus if it's like she's in a relationship, then I don't pursue. But I feel that if it's if she don't like the person, then she might like me. Then like, why I cannot? Do you know what I mean? Like, what if she likes you, then after that you like cannot chase? Do you know what I mean?
I know what I mean lah, but I won't do it lah. For me.
Okay.
Yeah, but coming from the opinion of the whole community.
You want it, you go get it.
You want some, come get some.
If you like me, right, you chase me.
Want some, come get some. I know it's your pick, right? But I think the term forever is very harsh.
It's harsh.
Yeah. Forever is too big.
That's why I say that it's my perspective and understanding that, like, I do think that if your friend likes a girl, right, it's also usually you just don't try it.
Yeah, but okay, very interesting. Your pick is off the board. Okay, Paul, you got back to back. What are you going to take?
Yeah, I think it's like this draft is like everyone is just picking what they feel is like. It's in a way, it's a little bit like a pet peeve also. It's like a pet peeve pick also.
Yes, in a way.
lah. Yeah. So for me, right, I think one of the most, because I commute to work every day, right. So like I have a lot of things that I feel that certain people do follow in terms of like unspoken rules lah.
Mm-hmm.
And one of it is like when you are standing in the MRT, right, and then you're using your phone, and then sometimes people like just keep looking at your phone, So I feel it's like a very, you're trying to intrude my privacy. Now, I won't do that to you, or like I won't see other people doing it to other people. It's like, if like let's say there's a phone in front of me, I will not look at it like.
How you phrase this?
Invading people's phone privacy.
Don't look at other people's phone.
Yeah.
See something like that.
Don't look at other people's phone.
When my phone bat dies, that's exactly what I'm doing though.
Looking
After the advertisement is over, the advertisement is on repeat, so I can't watch it for too long. So after that, I'm like,
You've broken every single unwritten rule so far.
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, sweet, romance.
But speaking of this, right, like there was this one incident I saw on a train, right? Like I was sitting down, then there's this very awkward like man. Then there's this little girl using his phone. He was watching the little girl using the phone, and he was looking at the little girl's phone. He was very intently looking at that person's phone. So when the girl and the father left, right, the stop, right, he did the same thing to somebody else.
I don't like
his
that.
phone battery must have
Yeah,
died.
No, and it's very obvious. It's like you can see his head turn.
I'm sitting on the train, like maybe I'm watching football highlights, right? Then like if some kid watch,
they want to.
If
like,
some kid wants to watch that, okay, I'm fine.
Yeah. No, but if you're watching a video, you shouldn't mind that someone watching a video. Like, I've ever experienced before, like someone on the train watching like One Piece on his phone, right? And you put it out, right? Then I was like, oh my god, wow, I love this episode also.
Yeah, I had this experience also when I was at the height of this Breaking Bad, right? Because I was watching it on my phone, like on YouTube, like all the illegal streams on like uploaded right, as like the finale finished. I was sitting on the bus, this person sitting next to me, right? And then it's like, wow, do you mind if I like look at the screen? What do you? Because he also want to go the end. I was like, okay.
I chance upon, right, when like how crowded the train can be.
Yeah.
So there's this like auntie in front of me. You know how the aunties their words are like super big. The word I saw, because he was just in front of my eyes. The word was like, "This man in front of me never shower." Like she typing to somebody. I don't know how they let these people come on the train.
After that, Paul, what are you going to take?
Okay, the next one, right, I'm going to take, I think it's also another unwritten rule. It's like a etiquette in the cinema.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, so I don't like it when like, people talk or discuss things loudly in the cinema.
Okay.
While when the movie is being played. I think if it's like whispering still can get away with it.
Yeah, it's still acceptable.
Etiquette.
Yeah, don't talk loudly in the cinema mainly. But I gotta say, right, there is a very rare occasion, right, where the talking like it adds value to the experience. Like very like when I watched the Hunger Games, right, I watched it with like a lot of secondary school students in the thing, right. Wow, the whole time like they just kept making me laugh, in the cinema. Like, ooh.
Those people are fun to watch when you're like watching a horror movie.
Yeah. It's starting fun. Yeah. But not a serious movie, of course. Like it's like dialogue heavy. Then it is like that. Hey, wow, what is this? Hey, come on.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's not talking already.
This guy's still alive, man.
This guy is still alive. Yeah. Go big. All right. Next up, Elder, what are you gonna take?
Okay. I will say that you all will agree with this, lah. If your best friend falls down, right, you must laugh at him first before you help him.
Okay. Laughing at your best friend as he falls down.
Depends, bro. Depends. What if you cannot bang by a car, yeah? Yes. What if you cannot bang by a car, yeah?
No, that's what I say. Fall down, not hit. Fall down, not hit. Fall down. It's like, Paul, if let's say you fall down in front of me or I fall down in front of you, right, you confirm laugh at me first before you help me.
No,
depends in the manner of how you fall.
I'm saying like if let's say he falls down because of a situation, right, you would generally laugh at him. You'll be like, hey bro, what the heck happened?
How often does this happen actually? Like you actually see someone fall and you laugh? Like
got a few times actually.
Yeah, I think Abraham Abraham fall down a few times. That was quite funny. Okay, I'm up next. My pick is similar to Eldad's one because this is actually my first overall pick, but it's not to that extent. I actually thought that you're going to pick this pick. Is that you don't date your friend's ex.
Yeah, that's another one I had.
Yeah, that's my number one pick lah. Yeah, don't date your friend's ex.
You cross the line. Yeah.
Yeah, you cross the line because of the fact that there was an intimate relationship you had with this person, and then it's like your best friend like sort of opportunistically go and swoop in to go and like start talking to this person. Then it makes you feel like, hey, like all this while are we actually friends? You know what I mean? Like
You had like a motive, right?
Yeah, I have a motive.
Agenda.
And I think I witnessed it quite a lot of times. Like in my like JC days and stuff like that. I don't know, do you all notice? I think Poly you probably will experience, right? Got see before. The moment they stop dating, then after someone just like quickly go and
it's not uncommon.
There's a reason why there's a saying like hoes over bros or bros over hoes. It's because there are people that will do it.
Bros over
you know what I mean? Like you have to reinforce the bro code ruins the chance of like you getting back with your partner, your ex So yeah.
It's like let's say just comparing like my draft pick and your pick, right? It's like yours is the higher magnitude. Whereas mine is like it's similar things can happen.
Yeah, you should have picked this. I feel that there is like this one is that I really feel you cannot cross the line. When you cross it, right, it's like you know that you will end your friendship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't date your friend's ex. It's off the board. Brandon, what are you going to take next?
Don't use
I am going to take.
Leave a one cubicle away from.
Leave a gap. Oh sure. I feel like this is something that happens. Which irritates me a lot of drivers is don't backseat drive.
Oh, good pick. Good pick. Don't
backseat drive. Yeah.
Don't be a
The backseat driving is, I feel, one of the worst things that irritates the shit out of you, especially when people don't know how to drive.
Or like they get pressured when they drive, right? Yeah.
When they don't know how to drive, then they tell you how to drive. You're just like, oh, be careful, you almost see that. I'm right here. I can see it. I'm not going to.
I do. Among this in my family, I think I do this the most.
Yeah lah, but it's because my dad sometimes he like a bit sleepy. Like, hey, please.
Making sure they keep have the best standard of driving.
But it does hurt you when it's like this person who is not driving or doesn't know how to drive. Yeah, specifically lah. Yeah, very similar.
Wow. You know, when we were driving in Finland, it was a 10 hours drive.
Oh my.
So and it was just me and her only. So it was 10 hours drive, right? Like while she was sleeping, right? Sometimes she wakes up, right? She's like, "Oh, hey, be careful." Then I'm just like, so shocked. I'm breathless. You were sleeping all the way. Your eyes are closed. Watch out for what? There's nothing on the road. Hey, don't drive so fast. I've been at this speed for the past 1 hour. This is a clear straight road.
My wife has this bad habit, right? That like sometimes when she sits in the front seat driver when she sits in front of me, she will, if something happens on the road, right, she will like pull her hand across and then press my horn. You know what I mean? Like,
oh my.
That's
Then when she pressed the horn, right, the guy will look at me. Then I'm like, oh, bro. Like, I didn't do it, man. You and me outside now. Hey, bro. What do you have after that?
Okay, I feel like this is something that nowadays irritates me a lot more than last time. And I feel like I feel bad that maybe last time I do this to a lot to people, is that conversation wise, right, you keep interrupting someone. Like when they're talking, you know, interrupting someone when they're talking.
When they're talking, yeah.
I think this is quite common in like at work, right? When they're arguing all this,
No, and I feel like there's always a personality type, right? That especially like the loudest one, they need to be heard. So it's like when you drift away from the topic that they don't know about, right? Then they will always interrupt you. Yeah, they interrupt you, right, to bring it back to their own topic again.
Like they're not very interested to hear you talk. They just want to talk about.
Yeah, correct. Okay, then I don't talk. Then it feels very draining. Those kind of conversation feels the most draining because it's just like
it's a waste of time.
I can't even participate. Yeah, it's a waste of time because I'm not even participating. It's basically you're having a one-sided conversation. Like, I want to give you my input, right? But before I can give finish, right, you interrupt. Then I'm just like,
okay. What do you want to talk about? So, all right. My next pick, I'm going to take something that is a bit different. Your ang pao for wedding banquet must cover your costs.
Bro, that is
wow.
That is so
that's
true,
really a good one.
Yeah.
At least your own
your own costs. Yeah. And how to say, even if you are coming with a guest, right, it's like you and your guests must at least cover the cost. And I think that is inexcusable for you to not know what is the cost. Because now if you go online, right, you can very easily search what is the rates for the...
It's easy.
Yeah. If you can go above that, right, it's even better. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you want to like celebrate this person's occasion. I have witnessed before, right, where it's like someone just put like $50 in an ang pao because I was helping someone count the ang pao money, right?
Yeah.
Bro, it's them like offensive leh. You just give anything less than the market rate. It's like what? Like, yeah. But I also think that you can adjust the rate according to lunch or dinner. You know what I mean? Like if it's a lunch, if it's cheaper, right, then yeah.
And some more, if I invite, most of the time, especially if you invite you, if they invite you to your wedding, right, it means it's like you're the top few, the top 300, top 200 at least.
Correct. Yeah, and yeah, usually.
And you don't even want to pao like $50. $50 can't even buy you. Like sometimes you buy KFC or Pizza Hut, right? It can be $50.
Ken, Eldad, what's your next pick?
I think this one for me is something that I really absolutely hate. But I do think that it's a must. Is that every time you exit a cubicle in public, right, you must always make sure that you flush the toilet.
Okay. So you must flush the toilet.
Any toilet you should flush.
There are some occasions where you go to the toilet and then you get a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever like thrown up because of what you've seen?
No.
But the urge
that was
to throw up
intense,
is always there lah.
I think for me, it's not the sight, it's the smell. If the smell is something that's what causes me to throw up more.
Oh, yes.
The visual of it lah.
I feel like the worst is if that's the only store, then if that prevents you, like don't like it hits the seat, then after you can't even go.
Correct, yeah. And sometimes it's like they flood the toilet. Like they just keep flushing until it floats all the way up. Oh, not good. Flushing the toilet after exiting the cubicle is off the board. Okay, Paul, you got back to back. What are you going to take?
Another unwritten rule, unspoken rule is that whoever buys a food or like buy something to eat, right, the last piece should be for the person.
Okay, interesting. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Wow, that's a good one there.
Last piece.
At least offered to the person first before anyone else takes it, you know.
Yeah, it's like sort of like the first. You should get to take your food first. You know what I mean? Technically.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're the one that's paying for the thing lah. Yeah, this one. But oftentimes, right, people always like that's the reason that it's called a paise piece. Right? It's like people they won't.
Yeah.
Paise piece. Yeah, it's Singapore.
But usually in most cases, the person that bought it is like, hey, just eat lah. They will just say like, hey, just eat. Like don't need to eat me, just eat. You know, that kind. So at least. But I feel that the principle of asking the person first it must be there lah.
Food etiquette is a good one to have this one.
Yeah. Food etiquette.
Alright, your next pick, what are you going to take?
Okay, this just like occurred to me lah when I chose my first pick about the phone thing, right? It's like when someone shows you a picture, right? You don't go and swipe their gallery.
Yes.
Good pick. I had this written out also. Yeah, don't swipe.
Like I say, I'll show you a picture, right? Then you take my phone. Then you see the picture already, then you start swiping my phone left and right. Yeah. I think it's not very nice lah.
I won't do it. I'll be like,
I hate it.
I would rather the person show me the photo, but he's holding onto the phone.
Yeah.
That is me. Like if I show my friend a photo, right, I will like that. Then after
you come closer, then
I'll give it.
Yeah. There are some people they will really just swipe until they reach like something that is not linked to the SIM, right? And then they'll just keep swiping.
Appropriate. Yeah. Hey, what's this? Oh, where you go?
You know the Guzman, the one, the food.
Guzman. Why you keep taking so many selfies? This one is my thumbnail for my podcast.
Got 10, the bird shot 10.
The bird shot 10. Bird shot 10.
Yeah, so it happened to me a few times. So I was like, bro, that was not meant for you to see, or like it's not what I was wanted to show you, you know. Yeah, it's like totally irrelevant and you just don't feel very nice about it.
Good. Don't swipe when people show you their phone. Okay. Next up, Eldad, what are you going to take next?
Okay, this is another one. If you're in public, right, and you're trying to listen to music, right, please wear earphones or headphones.
Yes.
Do not blast.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Don't how do I say this? Don't blast music in public.
Don't use speakers.
Don't blast music in public lah.
Yeah, don't blast music in public.
Yeah, don't blast music in public. Yeah.
I'm going to call out this group of people, right? There's always these uncles they always sit on the bike thingy, the electrical seat thing
Yeah.
Oh, the PMDs. Yes.
Got one time I was with my wife, right? We were at the HDB estate at the Toa Payoh, right? This Toa Payoh, right? Correct. Yeah, the HDB estate, right? We're registering, right? It's like so quiet because everyone is just looking at the number, right? Then this uncle just stroll in with the bike. He's, welcome to the Hotel California. The whole thing resonating with the speaker. Until the staff was like, uncle, can you like just get outside first? The thing.
Even not just uncles, like even youngsters, right? You know they have this like electric scooter or like electric bicycle. Then they will attach like this big ass speaker in the front, right? Then suddenly you can hear them coming from miles away. I'm like, bro.
Then I'm like, oh my, it's like 12 a.m. Can you like don't do this? All right. I'm up next. I'm gonna pick something that's also related to phone. You must let people know that they're on speaker. I think that this is a very big
Wow, this is
let people know that they're on speaker. I've had occasion once, right, where someone called me and didn't tell me that I was on speaker, right. I almost, because me and this person, we are like good, like working level, we are like at the same. So it's like I talk to him different than I want to talk to someone that is higher level. So I was like gonna like joke and then like a bit curse a bit lah, in a way. And then my other colleague texted me like, hey, you're on speaker in the car. Then it's like in the car, right? Got someone that is higher up in the car. Then I was very angry.
But he never tell you,
yeah, I was very angry that they didn't tell me like from the start. I feel that if you are going to put someone on speaker, right, the moment they pick up the phone, right, hey bro, you're on speaker, you have to go and tell them like from the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, it pisses me off, man.
Hey, but I got a question, right? Are there scenarios where it's okay to not tell the person?
I feel cannot. I feel that you must tell the person that they're on speaker.
If you're alone at home in your room, I think it's fine.
Yeah, alone, yeah. As long as
I think
there's
it's
vicinity of
I
other
ask
people, I
this,
feel cannot.
because the reason why I ask this is because like there have been situations where the person is very nasty, but you need like your superior to listen.
I feel cannot. I still
Cannot,
feel
I feel it's very...
It's a very sneaky thing to do.
It's like that wiring.
Yeah, that wiring. It's very wire. Do you know what I mean? Like I should be able to talk to you privately, and I will talk different if I know that there are other people around. Yeah. Okay. Brandon, you got back to back. What are you going to take?
Okay. This is quite the bare minimum, but I feel like nowadays it doesn't happen anymore. It's just that when someone tells you to keep a secret, right, you should keep it.
You should. You should.
You should. I feel like, yeah. But I don't know why it's like an unspoken rule nowadays, right? Especially when you got after getting married, right? There are no secrets between. There are no secrets between when someone tells a secret to my wife, right? Or when someone tells a secret to me, right? It's like they sort of know that my wife would know or my husband, like the husband would know. Unless they explicitly say that, can you please don't tell her?
Okay, so interesting.
But it's also very hard.
This happened with Leonard and Debbie because when we found out that we were pregnant, when Natalie was pregnant, right, the first person we went to talk to was Debbie, because Debbie was going to advise us on like, okay, this is what you should do, all this, right? And then we were just saying like, if you will appreciate it if you don't tell anyone. Then after like we announced all this, right, the gender review on the day of the like we're going to pop the balloon, all this then Leonard said like, oh yeah, congrats, I didn't know that like that. Then after it's like, Debbie never tell you, man, from the start, like then he was like damn shocked, no. He was like, this Debbie know? Like the first person to know is Debbie. I didn't know.
Oh, that's a good secret.
I was very shocked that she kept the secret all the way until the.
No, but that's Debbie, ma.
Yeah, I was like, wow. He's like, but you told me not to tell, ma. Then this was like, hey, but you like.
No, but for example, let's say like a friend tell me the secret, right? But my wife don't know anything related to this secret. Do you think that it's okay for me to tell my wife?
As long as it's like it's not directly related to I think
I
if you want to get insights on it, right, about how you should deal with the secret, then maybe I think it's okay.
Yeah, like,
I don't know. I think it's okay, lah.
I do think that like
I don't think it's okay.
I think it's okay.
I don't know.
You should expect that if you tell me, right, I might tell my wife. As in like, yeah.
Yes, unless you explicitly tell me, don't
so
tell my
you
wife.
have to risk it knowing that I might tell my wife. You know what I mean? Yeah. If not, then don't tell me, lah.
Yes.
It's okay, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a work secret, right?
I like people to tell
me. It's a work secret, right? It's wildfire, bro. Within 30 seconds.
I share a lot of work secret a lot.
Especially
my closest friend in my workplace, then I'll be like, oh my gosh, bro! I literally just received the news, and then it's just like, hey, Brendan, I know you just found out, but please don't tell anybody. Yes, I will not share. The moment I left the room,
bro, Fantos, let's go Fantos now.
Wow! Yes, oh my god, Fantos! The coffee shop nearby my place. I'm like, yeah, let's go to the coffee shop.
But the funniest thing is like whenever they say something like that, then you don't want to get in trouble, right? We like, but I may be wrong. To cover the last sentence to cover you. I cannot confirm, but I may be wrong.
I'm not too sure. I heard from somebody. I don't know who is it.
I cannot confirm.
Hearsay here. There's a rumor going around.
I'm not 100% certain, but I think this is it's like that.
Yeah,
I may be wrong.
Yeah.
I may be wrong. Interesting. All right, you should keep a secret. It's off the board. You want to take after that?
Oh, okay. I know already. Yes. I shall pick this one instead. Because I have a son, right? I'm a lot more conscious about germs, right? So if you want to share food with me or share straw or share bottle cap, right? I appreciate it. If you
it's a
ask
good pick.
first.
That's a good pick. Yeah.
Yeah. We're no longer in secondary school. Everybody finish soccer. Hey, share. Everybody use one 1.5 liter bottle. Just go like 10 people. Then like, hey, come back. Hey, thanks. Wow,
100 plus.
100 plus. 100 plus. H2O.
So can I say like ask for permission to share a drink or meal?
To share,
Yes, share a drink. I feel like nowadays, especially the worst is if you use the same straw. Wow.
I know. It's like sharing food/drink without permission.
Yeah, correct.
When sharing
Sharing
saliva, you're a lot more saliva conscious now. Like if I fall sick, my son falls sick. Oh, that's the worst. I don't want to spread anything. Yeah.
I'm up next. I'm going to pick this. I don't know how to phrase this, but it's like you cannot switch which sports team you support.
Not switching sports.
And I find it's very irritating, right? When I see bandwagon people, right, it's like they support this team, then all of a sudden, like, Man City got money, then everyone support Man City. I really hate it. Yeah. And I feel that you must go through the hardship of, like, the team. That's the whole beauty of sports, right? If, like, Liverpool did badly, the reason why the success is so nice is because we went through all the years of hardship. That's why I think it's fair that this menu they go through the shit now because you all enjoyed the good thing like in the past, right? It's cycles, ma. It's like it's fair, what?
I support the winning
team. Abraham, I swear. We have a friend Abraham.
Last time he Man U, then he Liverpool now or something.
Yeah, then after he Man U, Liverpool, then like sometimes the basketball team is like what Lakers, then what Washington Wizards are. Every time change. Next up, Elliot, what are you going to take? Your last pick.
Okay. This is something that I don't like. When you are entering an empty lift, right, never ever stand in the center.
Don't stand in the middle.
Like for me, right, it's always something that if let's say you see a lift that's empty, right, you should always move left or right.
What if you're in the lift alone?
That's why I say like when is entering an empty elevator, it's always go to the left, the far left or the far right, or you go to one of the corner. You never ever stand in the middle.
It's very weird to someone to stand in the middle. Like
it's like you don't have balance.
Yeah. It's just like,
but there are people that do that, you know.
Usually I just stand where the control is at, the button is at.
No, that's when most people will actually stand. But there are people really like they enter the elevator, right? They turn and they face the door, right? But they're in the smack center.
Weirdos. Okay. Do not stand in the middle of an empty lift off the board. Okay, Paul, your last pick before we wrap it up. What are you going to take?
Okay, my last pick, right? I find that this is a very common problem in Singapore. Because everywhere is so crowded, right? The worst thing to have in a crowded space is when someone walks like super slow.
Okay.
Oh my god, bro. You know the Wisma to the Ion to Wisma? That small tunnel.
Yeah. And some people
try walking behind someone that is slow from there. You can't even overtake because there's a lane splitter,
There's some people in their own world, like they eating a snack, then they're just looking around.
The worst is using phone.
Yeah, using their phone. And then it's like, wow, they occupy the middle of the lane. Like, they don't sit at the side.
They just
like, oh my god. Like, you just like freaking moves. Yeah.
I think this happened to me the other day. It's like, you're walking behind a group of friends. Then two of them are trying to walk fast. Right? Then there's one that is just absolutely blur, like don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Then he's the one holding out everything. And then you see one of the friends just pull him aside.
Yeah, it's like, have some awareness of your surroundings.
Like self-awareness.
This is a good one. Don't walk slowly in a crowded space.
Walking,
okay, I'm going to name off the picks and then after that, we will go into the honorable mentions. All right. For Brandon, leave a gap at the urinal. Correct? Don't be a backseat driver.
Yes.
Don't keep interrupting someone when they're talking. You should be able to keep a secret. And then ask for permission to share a drink or a meal. For myself is do not spoil movies or show without permission. Don't date your friend's ex. Ang pao for wedding banquet must cover your cost. Let people know that they're on speaker. You can't switch which sports team you support. For other is if your friend likes a girl, she's off limits forever. Laughing at your friend first when he falls before helping him. You must flush the toilet after exiting the cubicle. Don't blast music in public. Don't stand in the middle of an empty lift. For Paul, is don't look at others' phones in public. Don't talk loudly in the cinema. Last piece should be for whoever pays for the food. last piece lah, the paise piece lah.
Yeah.
Don't swipe when people show you their phone, and don't walk slowly in a crowded space. All right. Let's talk about some honorable mentions. What are some that you want to consider? I think we can go by person. So maybe like Brendan, you want to go first? What are the picks that you have?
When someone treats you a meal, don't buy the most expensive. Don't buy the most expensive.
I was gonna say right, you should buy equivalent to what that person is ordering or lesser.
Or lesser.
You never buy more.
Yep.
Lesser, yes, yeah. Don't buy more, cause that's not too good lah. I treat you Ashton lah.
Double fish.
Tomahawk.
Double chicken.
Yeah. The toilet one was it changing the toilet paper?
Yeah. Yes, no, I have two. So one is changing the toilet paper. Then the other one is to put down on the seat.
Okay,
Yeah.
for girls lah. Yeah.
Okay, mine not really. I think it's more fun. It's more like a bit dumb of everything, right? I always feel right, like I do this a lot. It's like when you're losing to your friend in FIFA, right? The first game is always a warm up.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good rule. That's a
10
good rule.
1-1 games.
Yeah, first
It's
game.
like warm up. Not
When you lose the first game is always a warm up. Yeah. It's a good
Then the
rule.
other one is that when playing FIFA in a penalty shootout, you have to hide your controller.
Oh yeah. That's a good one.
What if you win the first game? What if you win the first game? Does it count?
The first game, right? Your friend will say it's a warm up.
Yes.
It's unspoken thing. Yeah.
Hmm.
Not when you are in the MRT, you don't put your back down.
Oh yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
when it's crowded.
Yeah.
Or they don't move to the back.
Wear your
Especially
mask.
in the bus, when they don't move to the back.
Hmm.
When they camp, because they
Oh.
want to camp at the exit door, because they scared they cannot go out. Then they stand down there, then the whole bus cannot even go in because
Yeah. Hate that.
the
I
person
hate that.
don't refuse to move up. Yeah.
Hate that, man. Hate that. Don't show up to a home empty-handed. Like if someone or like invites you to the home, you shouldn't show up empty-handed. You should never eat other people's food unless they offer, which I think is similar to Brendan's one. Don't stand in the middle of an escalator. I hate that.
Yep.
Yeah, men should always pay for the first date. Men should never comment if a woman puts on weight. Always wipe down in the gym. Don't order more than everyone else and then opt to split the bill equally.
Oh my god.
yes.
Yeah.
Let's order 2 Heineken then.
Yeah.
Split it evenly.
I think that one is fine if you go Dutch.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's fine if you go Dutch. Don't be late if I offer you a lift. If like I'm gonna offer you a lift, don't be late.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, don't
yes.
abandon your friend at a party or event. Don't talk to me if I'm plugged in. So if I'm wearing earphones at the gym or like just don't talk to me. Like me, I'm wearing it for it. Grab drivers, you must take note.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grab.
I-
Can you tell?
You know, I absolutely hate that.
Yeah, I hate you also. Yeah.
I hate it so much. Like you can see on my face, like the moment you do that to me, I'll be like,
Yeah, just like come on, man. Yeah. And then do not sit next to me if the bus or train is empty. I mean, like why? Like the whole thing is empty. What is it? For what? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. If you had to pick which team, if you had to vote for one team besides your own, which team are you voting for? I think I'll vote Paul's. Yeah.
Paul said.
Right.
Same.
Elden?
yeah, probably Paul.
All right. Paul, the
Yeah.
heavy favorite for this week's
I'll take
draft.
BDS team.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Are watching this episode on YouTube and you think that there is a pick that you have that we didn't pick, please put it in our comments and let us know. Yeah, it'll be very interesting for us to go look down in the comments and then read about like what are the picks that you guys think are unwritten rules. But okay, that was our unwritten rules of life draft. Written rules of life draft. If you enjoyed that episode, please remember to give it a like, a thumbs up, and subscribe. Football Kaki that drops every Wednesday as the Euros are wrapping up. And also, if you're into fun and interesting trivial topics, we have the Go People Show that drops every Monday. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to go and vote for which team you think drafted the best set of unwritten rules, you can head over to our Instagram every Friday at 12 p.m. to go and vote for which team you think drafted the best. But remember that voting closes the next day on Saturday at 12 p.m. So you only got that short window to vote. So please remember to head over to our Instagram and go and vote. All right. We hope everyone abides by these unwritten rules. But remember,
To keep warm because there's a draft.
Spoiler alert.
Iron Man dies.